this video, and in today's video I'll be discussing 2024 swing state map, or at least at the moment. I'm gonna go quickly fill out this map while I talk, just labeling all the safe states or anything that could be considered safe. I'm sorry for these late uploads, guys. I keep on forgetting to upload. Like, I was just watching the Democratic debates, and then I was like, oh, I need to upload. So sorry about that. Anyways, getting onto this map, I'm gonna label Montana safe. I mean, it could be likely margin. Same with Utah and Maine, it's at large, and Kansas. They can all be competitive, but they won't be. Same with Indiana. South Carolina, gonna be competitive, not a swing state. Same with Alaska. I feel like there's a difference between battlegrounds and swing states. Swing states are like states that could actually like swing, hence the name swing states, while battlegrounds are kind of states that won't swing from side to side, but we tight margins, like South Carolina, um, like Kansas, states like that. Anyway, so let's go get started labeling the swing states. First off, I'm going to start over here. Nevada, definitely a swing state. If we go take a look at 2020, Joe Biden won it by 2.4%. It was a competitive state, definitely a swing state. Arizona, definitely a swing state. Biden won it by 0.3. They've had Democratic senators win here by, I believe, like 2%, and I believe like 3%, something around there. So I think that Arizona is a swing state. Now, New Mexico, this falls under a difficult category because it's like 10%. It's been shifting to the left. It's not going to vote red, which makes me wonder if, like, I don't think Nevada is going to vote red, but there's a chance that it could. So that's why I'm not 100% sure if I should consider New Mexico a swing state. If there were a battleground state, then I would probably consider it a battleground. But for right now, I don't think that it'll swing at all. I don't think there's really any chance. I'm gonna label that safe. Same with Colorado. There's been speculation with actually I'll get to that when I get there. Texas definitely tighter than a lot of states. It was tighter than Iowa and Ohio. It was a competitive state, and it's been shifting to the left by a lot. I think it's definitely a swing state. It'll probably be around 2 or 3%. So I'm not necessarily sure if that can be considered a swing state, as I don't think it'll swing. But like, it's probably not going to vote blue, but there's still a chance, and it's still like more competitive than other states. Next up, Nebraska second. Yeah, definitely. Joe Biden won here by about 6.5. Trump won here by 2.2 in 2016. It's competitive. I think it'll be like a lean Democratic state, but it's a small enough margin, and it has the possibility of swinging enough to the point where I can call it a swing state. Iowa is not a swing state anymore. It's a battleground state, not a swing state. 8.2% for Trump. Well, with Trump by 9 point something, 9.4%. I don't think it'll be a swing state. It also has a very high white population, which obviously does not favor Democrats. I don't think it'll be a swing state. Minnesota, I think it'll go back to being a swing state. I'm not sure if I should be labeling this as a battleground or a swing state. Hillary Clinton only won it by 1.5, and then Joe Biden won by 7.1. I think that'll probably be more like 4 or 5%. So I'm not necessarily sure if it can be considered swing, but I think it'll definitely be competitive enough to the point where I can call it a swing state. Wisconsin, yes, definitely this state will be very competitive. Went to Joe Biden by, I believe, 0.6. Yes, and Donald Trump by, I believe, like 0.8. Yeah. I think it was actually, yeah, okay, it was the largest margin of any of these Rust Belt states. And it voted with Joe Biden by the smallest margin of any of the Rust Belt states. You average it out, Trump actually wins there. It's incredibly competitive. It's definitely a swing state. Same with Michigan and Pennsylvania. No surprise there, really. They were both lean margins. Michigan farther to the left, and same in 2016. The Michigan voted farther to the left. Was what I meant by that. But they still both voted very even smaller margins. So Pennsylvania, yeah. Ohio, yeah. I'm gonna say it is. I think it could be more competitive. It was 8.1. It was still 8.1 the year before. Georgia, actually, I just want to go take a look at this. It swung like 5% to the left. I don't think that Ohio will do that. I think Ohio will stay a Republican state. I think it'll probably be more like 4 or 5%. That's enough for me to characterize it as a swing state. Next up, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. Not much explaining to do here. Three very close states. Georgia was incredibly close on the presidential level. Still close on the Senate level, but not as close. Surprisingly large margins for the Democrats. Florida has voted with Trump both in 2016 and 2020. By smaller margins, though in 2016 it's shifted a little bit to the right. I think it'll probably be staying. I don't think it'll be much more conservative than it already is. I think it'll stay around 3%. Next is the state of Virginia. I'm going to label this as a safe state. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Colorado and whatnot. So I've heard someone saying that it will probably become a very competitive state and that it will go back to being a swing state. That a lot of these states will, like Colorado, Virginia, like Iowa, probably. A lot of these states. I don't think so. I think that at this point in politics, these states are just going to keep on shifting whichever way they're going. I think there's a few states that'll hover around where they are. Florida, I think Ohio might shift a little bit to the right. Colorado will probably shift a little bit to the right in 2020, but not, or 2024, but not enough to make it not like a safe Democratic state. You get what I'm saying. I think that at this point, these voters in a lot of these states have already like been considered like solid voters for a lot of these parties. Like I think that at this point Democrats have basically clinched the suburbs in Virginia, which is what they needed. Now we can go look at these last two states, or state and a county, or district, I guess. Maine second and New Hampshire. New Hampshire voted with Joe Biden by 7.3. Maine second voted with Trump by 7.9. Hillary Clinton barely won New Hampshire, and Trump won Maine second by 10%. Obama won Maine second by 8%. And he won New Hampshire by 5%. So New Hampshire typically hovers around, or as we've seen on like two of the last three elections, it's hovered around like 5, 6, 7%. But then it went to Hillary Clinton by 0.4%. I think it'll probably be more like 4, 5%. That's enough to make it a swing state. I think that Maine second will be a lean margin. I think it'll be more like 4, 5, 6%. Similar margins to what I was talking about with New Hampshire. I think that it'll probably be more competitive. But of these states, the only states that I think that are legitimate toss-ups that could really go either way: Wisconsin, North Carolina, maybe Georgia, and yeah, I think Georgia's probably a still lean Democratic state, something around there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video, whenever that may be, and I'll see you there. Bye, guys.